You've been lied to about karate. Not directly, not aggressively, but strategically. When most people hear the word karate, their brain instantly imagines uniforms, belts, point fighting, and controlled movements designed to look impressive, but feel harmless. That image was carefully polished for mass acceptance. But Byakuren Kaikan was never designed to be accepted. It was designed to break illusions. This is a system that doesn't care if a technique looks clean. It doesn't care if it fits competition rules. And it absolutely doesn't care about your comfort. Byakuren Kaikan operates on a single, uncomfortable principle. If a technique cannot dominate resistance, it is worthless. No light contact, no point scoring, no theatrical pauses, just pressure, pain, balance destruction, and endurance pushed past psychological limits. Here's the part most people don't realize, and this is important. Byakuren Kaikan isn't brutal because it's violent. It's brutal because it removes escape routes, physically and mentally. Training here rewires how a practitioner thinks under stress. Your body learns to keep moving while exhausted. Your mind learns to function while absorbing impact. Over time, fear doesn't disappear, it becomes irrelevant. That's why you rarely hear about this style. Systems like this don't spread through marketing. They spread through survival credibility. And once you understand how Byakuren Kaikan forges fighters, you'll never look at mainstream karate the same way again. 1. The core truth. Byakuren Kaikan was never meant to be safe. At its core, Byakuren Kaikan is built on a truth most martial artists spend their entire lives avoiding. Real violence does not ask for permission. Most karate systems were softened over time, not because they were ineffective, but because society demanded control, structure, and safety. Byakuren Kaikan rejected that evolution. It chose a different path: controlled brutality. Every drill, every strike, every sparring round is designed to answer one question only. Can you function when your body wants to quit? This style does not train confidence first. It trains tolerance. Tolerance to pressure, tolerance to fatigue, tolerance to fear. Confidence comes later, as a side effect. That's why Byakuren Kaikan feels shocking to outsiders. It doesn't motivate you with praise. It doesn't protect your ego. It exposes weakness early so it can be burned out, not hidden. 2. Conditioning. Breaking the panic response. Most people think conditioning is about being tough. That's incorrect. In Byakuren Kaikan, conditioning is about rewiring your nervous system. When an untrained person gets hit, the body reacts instantly. Tight breathing, stiff posture, mental shock. That moment of panic is where real fights are lost. Byakuren Kaikan attacks that weakness directly. Repeated body strikes teach the ribs not to collapse. Leg kicks train balance under pain. Sustained pressure forces breathing to stay controlled. Over time, something dangerous happens. Pain stops interrupting thought. You still feel it, but it no longer controls your decisions. Your body learns to operate inside discomfort instead of trying to escape it. This is why practitioners don't flinch the way others do. They've already taught their nervous system that impact is not an emergency. 3. Technique is simple because reality is simple. Byakuren Kaikan techniques are not flashy, spinning, or cinematic. They are brutally simple. Why? Because complexity collapses under pressure. Straight punches, low kicks, body strikes, forward pressure. Each movement is chosen not for beauty, but for reliability while exhausted. When your lungs are burning and your legs feel heavy, you don't rise to your best technique. You fall to what your body trusts most. This system programs the body to trust fundamentals that work even when form degrades. That's why sparring, kumite, is relentless. No point scoring, no artificial resets. You learn quickly which techniques survive resistance and which ones only exist in theory. Illusions don't last here. 4. Psychological warfare, endurance over dominance. Byakuren Kaikan does not aim to intimidate opponents. It aims to outlast them. Most fighters break mentally before they break physically. Their technique is still there, but their will leaks away with every breath. Training deliberately pushes students into exhaustion, not to humiliate them, but to normalize fatigue. When exhaustion becomes familiar, it stops being frightening. And here's the manipulation most people never notice. When you realize you can continue after you thought you were finished, your self-image permanently changes. You stop asking, "Can I handle this?" and start assuming, "I will adapt." That mindset is far more dangerous than aggression. 5. Why this style stays in the shadows. Byakuren Kaikan doesn't scale well. It doesn't attract crowds. It doesn't produce flashy champions for social media. It doesn't hand out comfort disguised as progress. Most people quit, not because they are weak, but because this system refuses to lie. It doesn't promise safety. It doesn't promise confidence. It promises only this: if you stay long enough, you will become someone who doesn't panic under pressure. And that kind of fighter doesn't need attention. They don't need validation. They don't need permission. They already know what they're capable of. And once you understand that, you understand why Byakuren Kaikan was never meant to be popular. It was meant to be effective. Before you scroll, pause for a second. If you watched this and felt uncomfortable, that wasn't an accident. Styles like Byakuren Kaikan don't exist to entertain you. They exist to expose a truth most martial arts channels are too scared to say out loud. Most people don't want real martial arts. They want the feeling of being dangerous without paying the price. And here's the challenge. If you truly believe brutal, honest systems like this deserve more attention, not flashy belts, not fake confidence, not Instagram techniques, then help me prove it. Let's take this channel to 1 lakh subscribers. No shortcuts, no algorithms tricks, just people who respect reality. Comment one word only: pain, if you think pain is the best teacher. Pressure, if you believe pressure reveals truth. Real, if you're tired of fake martial arts. I will personally read every single comment. And if we cross 100,000 subscribers, I'll break down another hidden, brutal combat system that almost no one on YouTube is talking about. No hype, no lies. Just the truth most people can't handle. Your move.